Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is very dark out here tonight and very humid. I have had my camera sitting out here for a little while now, hoping that it would clear up, but I've had to continue to clean it off and clean it off and clean it off and clean it off because the lens just keeps on fogging up. So anyway, I'm gonna try this time and hopefully can make it through. We just got back from dinner about a half an hour ago. It's a little darker out here tonight because I had to close the lighter curtains because my husband is walking around the bedroom and laying in bed in his underwear. And back here, like, you guys think that this is, the last time that I filmed on like a patio, you guys thought that this was like rooms on the other side, but it's actually this like glass partition. And so it shows what's in the room. So if Alex is walking around in his underwear, you guys can see it. So he probably wouldn't care, but I care, so that matters, right? So anyway, how are you guys doing this evening? We had a fantastic day today. You can see this is what I wore to dinner tonight, this little white Western ensemble, and I wore these blue corduroy, navy blue corduroy shorts, and the bag that Alex got me for my birthday, the neon green bag that he got me, I used tonight. And we went to the Italian restaurant. Is it fogging up already? Oh shoot, hold on just a second. Let me clean this off. Never a dull moment over here on Peter Vlogs. And we went to the Italian restaurant and it was very nice. They actually sat us in this corner that was kind of like dark and very romantic, very romantic. And I don't remember the other night they were playing music in the restaurant, but tonight they were playing like a lot of jazz and really soft music, and it was really nice. And Alex had the caprese salad, and I had this vegetarian salad they have that has like hummus and stuff that I absolutely love here. It's like very smoky, like I said the other night. I've said it like twice now, but I love this salad. And then Alex got this lentil soup that has like beef stock in it, so I couldn't get it, but he said it's delicious. And I got the minestrone soup, and because it was vegetarian. And then I got this like mushroom taglione. It's like angel hair pasta, but with like did I say mustard? I meant mushroom sauce on it. It was delicious. And Alex got lasagna, and we were both not going to get dessert, but because we're both kind of full. But I was kind of craving ice cream tonight, so I asked our server, who it's so funny because he was like, I know you guys, like, you've been here quite a few times before, right? And we're like, yeah. And so we were talking to him. He was like, I remember like the very first time that you guys ever came here and stuff. And we were like, oh my God, that's so nice. He was so nice. And so I asked him, I said, do you guys have ice cream? And he was like, oh yeah, we have like vanilla and chocolate ice cream, and then you can get like syrups on it and stuff. So we both got vanilla ice cream. They had like strawberries on it. Alex didn't get his with any syrup on it, but I got mine with caramel syrup, and it was so good. And it kind of took me down memory lane a little bit. I was telling Alex, like, I haven't been really craving ice cream a lot this summer, and I think part of it is that I had a pint of that Ben & Jerry's Netflix and Chilled in the freezer at home, and I ate like a couple spoonfuls of it one night, like I feel like it was like a month ago or something, when I was like getting sick a lot and I still didn't feel really great. And so I ate like 2 or 3 bites of it, and it just made me like not feel good at all. And so I haven't been like really craving ice cream since then. I did buy those Haagen-Dazs ice cream cones that I reviewed on my review channel, and they're really not that good. I reviewed them and I said that I thought they were kind of like, they were $9.99 for 4 ice cream cones, which I think is extremely expensive. And they had these like sugar or butter cookie cones that was like the selling point, that like just, it tasted off. It didn't go with the ice cream very well, but I have eaten a few of those just because I'm not going to spend $10 on 4 ice cream cones. Well, I actually bought 2 containers of them because I bought the strawberry ones and I brought the vanilla ones. If you're going to buy them, I'll tell you, buy the vanilla ones. The vanilla ones are much better than the strawberry ones. even if you like strawberry ice cream, because I don't mind strawberry ice cream, but there's something really off-putting about the strawberry ones. But I've still eaten them because I'm not going to just like, you know, throw all that money down the drain after spending $20 on ice cream cones. So when I have had like a craving for something sweet at home, that's what I've gone to. But I was telling him tonight that like I've really had cravings more for like fruit juice bars, or really recently, this is so strange, like rainbow or orange sherbet I've been really craving lately. I don't know why. So maybe when we get home, I might get some rainbow or orange sherbet or something like that, because that kind of sounds good. But anyway, so that was our dinner tonight, and the ice cream was good, and I had a cup of coffee, and he had a glass of wine, and then we went over to the bar. So today there was a wedding, and the wedding was like right down over there. Like we watched the wedding start and stuff like that. All these people were walking to it, and we watched I mean, you could see it from our room and everything. It was really pretty, and they played like the entire soundtrack of Queen Charlotte from Bridgerton. I said to Alex, I said, because the music was really, really loud, and I was like, is that the music from Queen Charlotte? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, they are playing like every song from Queen Charlotte. But it was a really pretty wedding, and then they had the reception and then the dinner over here by the pool, and then I think everybody afterwards like went to the bar, and because the bar inside and outside was absolutely packed tonight. And then there was something else that was going on here tonight too, that there were like tons of people, because like the restaurant was like really, really busy. I mean, we always eat really late. We always eat at 9 o'clock. So by the time that we're done, it's like kind of starting to empty out. I think they actually even have like 10 o'clock reservations. But by the time that we got done, it was like, because we got done, I don't know, like 10:15 or something like that, 10:30, it was like emptying out. But when we walked over to the bar, it was like absolutely packed. Like they were doing like a silent disco inside, where you wear like the headphones and you can hear the music. And I've never seen an inside bar. So there's like an inside bar that's really nice, and then there's like, they do like karaoke, and they have like a DJ, and they do dancing and all different kinds of stuff. It's not like corny. Like I've been to some places where they have like corny entertainment. It's not like that. It's like a really nice like little like bar. But outside they have like a patio area, which is where we sit. And so we went out there and we sat for probably like a half an hour, but it was so loud. I don't do really well with like a lot of like crowds and like loudness. Like I really I struggle with that a lot, and I get very distracted. And so like Alex and I were talking, and we were like, he was telling me stories about like, he was telling me about something that was going on with somebody that he's friends with, and like I was getting so distracted, and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, it's just really loud out here. Because there were like literally like 20 or 30 people standing in a circle like all together. And I felt like they were all talking at the same time. I don't know, like I don't do really well with like crowds and, you know, like loudness. Like it kind of bothers me a little bit. Like it doesn't like bother me, like drive me crazy. Like I'm like, ugh, I'm so like, can't handle this. It's not like that. It kind of almost makes me nervous, in all honesty. Like, I really like silence, and I really like solitude, and most of the time that we go there and we sit outside, it's very quiet, you know. People come there after dinner and they have like a glass of wine or a drink, and there's like a lot of little couch areas to sit and stuff like that. But tonight, that was not the story. There was a lot of people that were coming from like the inside bar out, and it just was really, really loud. So I don't know, but anyway. And then somebody had mentioned on the vlog, because I had talked about us watching Sing, and they said Sing 2 is really, really good. And so I told Alex that. He's so excited. I go, you're the one that likes cartoons. Don't you want to watch this show? And he goes, if you want to watch it, babe, we can watch it. And so I really want to watch Sing 2. And so we're going to try to see if we can find it someplace to watch. So that's why I'm vlogging like as soon as we get back to the room, because I want to get this vlog rendered and uploaded, because last night I posted it really late at night. It was like 2 or 2:30 or something like that when I posted it. So I want to get this vlog like completed and rendered and then uploaded and things like that, so it's not super late. And then we're going to try to find somewhere that we can, like on some streaming app, or I think we have to buy it, because somebody said it was on Netflix, and then I looked it up and it was like on Amazon Prime, but it's not available on Amazon Prime. I'm very confused, so we're gonna have to figure out how to watch Sing 2. Also, like certain things that are available in the United States are not available down here in Mexico, so like Hulu. It's like impossible to watch anything on Hulu. So I have like a lot of shows to catch up on when we get home, because I haven't. Well, The Crowded Room I could have watched down here because it's on Apple TV, and Apple TV I do have down here, but I haven't really. I'm kind of like just. I'm gonna finish watching the show just because I've invested like 5 or 6 episodes in it at this point, but I'm just not super interested in the show, in all honesty. I don't think I'm gonna continue watching The Idol. Alex asked me if I wanted to watch it, and we were trying to figure it out, but we can't watch HBO Max down here, or Max, or whatever it's called now. I don't know that I'm going to continue to watch The Idol. I'm just not super interested in it. And so we have like The Housewives, and we have RuPaul's Drag Race, which we were going to watch the other night. But that's another show that we can't watch down here because it won't stream Paramount down here for some reason. There's only like a couple streaming apps that we can like actually watch down here, which is whatever. I had downloaded a bunch of shows anyway, so it doesn't matter. Last night, I watched 2 episodes of Silo. I'm really, really loving that show. It's very sad and it's very dark, but it's fantastic. And so I would highly recommend it. If you guys don't know what it's about these people, and I don't know like how far in the future, probably like 100 years in the future or something like that it takes place, if I had to guess. But they all live in like this silo that's like 45 stories or something like that. I thought it was like 20, but they said something about going down 44 flights or something like that. And they only can see the outside from this one window that's like in the cafeteria area. And so they don't really know what the outside is. They don't know why they live in this silo. There was some like rebellion that occurred, and then they all lived in this silo as a result of it. And so it kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Mad Max movies back in the day, if you guys remember those. It's kind of like very futuristic like that. And there's like a sheriff in the town, there's like a mayor, and they have to work together to like keep peace in the community and things like that. But then people start finding out things that they think they know about like what happened before the rebellion and things like that. It's super interesting. It's fantastic. I loved Invasion. Tanya was watching it when I talked to her last. She was finishing up. She had like 2 episodes, I think, left. And I was like, do you like it? She's like, I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. So I would highly recommend Invasion on Apple TV too. So yeah, so I watched that last night, and then I went to bed. And then we got up this morning and just kind of like hung out in the room for a while. And then Alex was hungry, so he went and got something to eat. And then we went to the beach. It was absolutely gorgeous today. Like yesterday and today have been the nicest days that we've had here. We were talking about how like in December and like early January, like the water is like crystal clear. It's going out of focus. Why is it doing this? Come on. It's one thing for it to be foggy. It's another thing for it to go out of focus. If I have to stop this camera, I'm gonna be pissed. Hold on a second. Is that better? I can't even see. Hold on a second, let me put on my glasses. I think it's in focus now, but yeah. In late December, early January, like the water down here is beautiful, the beach is beautiful, everything, right? And today and yesterday, especially today, and it was like thunderstorming like earlier, like you could hear the thunder in the distance and stuff like that, but it passed by and the water was crystal clear, like for like a mile out, and very shallow. It was beautiful. There were actually tons of people on the beach today and yesterday. Well, more today than yesterday, but there were a few more people on the beach yesterday, and a lot of people that were getting in the water and stuff like that. And today there were a lot of people that were in the water on the beach. So Alex and I just couldn't believe it. Like we walked into the ocean, he was like, this is unbelievable. I was like, this is the most beautiful I think we've ever had it since we've ever come down here. It was gorgeous. It was like the most beautiful blue I have ever seen, and it just went out forever. It was so pretty. So, and it was like 92 degrees today. So we stayed out there for a while, and then I started listening to The Recovery Agent by Janet Ivanovich. I literally listened to like a minute of it or 2 minutes of it, and then I was like, I just want to listen to music, so I just listened to music today on the beach. And then we went to the pool and we got in the pool. The pool was so hot. It was almost like a hot tub today. So we only stayed in the pool for just a little bit. And then Alex was like, are you hungry? And I was like, yeah. He's like, because I'm getting kind of hungry. And so we went to the coffee shop. We got like dried off and then got dressed. And we went to the coffee shop. And I got my vegan panini. And he got a grilled cheese panini. And then we sat there in the coffee shop and we ate them. And then we came back to the room. And I had actually filmed a video. I know what I did earlier. I filmed a video earlier today that I was going to post on my Peter Monn channel. But then when I was on the beach, I was like, oh, I left out a part that I wanted to talk about. And so, because I filmed it, and so it was like uploading it, and then I watched it on the beach, and I was like, oh, I left out a part that I wanted to include in it. And so when I came back to the room, I like recorded like 2 minutes. Alex came out here on the patio and I recorded like 2 minutes of this video, and then I like edited it into with my fine editing skills. I literally just like threw it right in the middle of the video. But I put this edited piece in there, and then I like rendered it again and started uploading it. Well, at that point, it was like gonna take so long to upload this video that I was like, I think I'm just gonna upload it tomorrow. So I'm going to upload that video tomorrow. Well, it's actually scheduled and everything to go up tomorrow at like, I think like in the afternoon sometime. So anyway, but yeah, like, so I worked on that video today. And then after that, we were both so exhausted when we got back to the room. Like, I just feel like the heat and the ocean and everything like just took it out of us. So Alex was like laying in bed and he was like playing his game. And I was like, do you care if I lay down and take a little bit of a nap? And he was like, no, babe, not at all. So I got in bed, could not fall asleep, but just lay there and relaxed and kind of like tossed and turned back and forth, but it was super relaxing. The bed is really comfortable here. So I took a nap, and then we got up and we got ready for dinner, and it was so funny because he kept on talking about how he wanted to like, he was going to go down ahead of me like an hour because he wanted to go to the Mexican restaurant because they had this lentil soup that he was like obsessed with, which I didn't remember him ordering this lentil soup at the Mexican restaurant either time that we went there. I was like, what is he talking about, this lentil soup? But, you know, he was like, no, they have this lentil soup and it's so good. And I was like, oh, are you going to have quesadillas too? And he goes, what? Why are you being so silly? And I go, are you going to have tacos or are you just going to have the lentil soup? He's like, I'm just going to have the lentil soup because I'm going to have food at the Italian restaurant. So when I was like getting ready to get out of bed, which was like 8:15 or something like that, 8:10 or 8:15, I said, because he said he was going to go down there at 8 o'clock because our dinner reservations were at 9. I said, so you're not going to go to the Mexican restaurant now? He's like, no, I decided to pass on that and whatever. And it was so cute because when we got to the Italian restaurant, he was so excited because he was like, oh my God, they have the lentil soup here. And I go, so it was here, not at the Mexican restaurant. And he was like, yeah, it must have been here. So he was like super excited about that. But anyway, so yeah, today was a phenomenal day. It's been such a nice, relaxing vacation. And, oh, did I say that I finished the Misfortune book last night? Did I finish the Misfortune book before I vlogged last night, or did I finish it after I vlogged? I don't know, but anyway, I finished the Misfortune book last night. My 12th book of the year, which is not saying a lot, because I set my goal for 62 books this year. I don't know that I'm going to hit that, but I finished that book last night, and it was fantastic. Oh yeah, I think I did say something about it, because I said something about, like, it's my favorite out of, like, the 4, and the last 4 or 5 that I've read, which it was really good. And a couple people commented and said that they were actually reading Clue Crew right now, which is what it was called. Some people commented on the vlog and said that. So anyway, so yeah, it's just been a really, really nice, relaxing vacation. And I mean, just laying on the beach and taking naps and eating good meals and all that kind of stuff. I got kind of like weirdly sad tonight at dinner a little bit. I don't even know if like sad is the right word. I just was like kind of went down memory lane in my head a little bit, and Alex could tell because he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just kind of like thinking about stuff. And I was thinking about like my uncle, like it's the anniversary of his passing was like 2 or 3 days ago. And I could remember like being in the parking lot of Subway when Caroline called me and told me that her dad had passed away. And I don't know, I was just thinking about that, and like it seems like such an end of an era. And then I was telling Alex, because my mom, she just loved like plain ice cream with like, I would call her up. I've shared this a lot on here, but I would call her and I'd be like, what are you doing? And she was like watching like the 9 o'clock movie or whatever, you know, because she never had cable till later in life when my aunt got her like basic cable. And she said, she would always say, like, I'm watching the 9 o'clock movie, and she'd be like, but I like feel so sick. And I'm like, why do you feel sick? And she'd say, well, the grocery store had like 99 cents, like pick your favorite kind of ice cream. And she would get like, you know, marble ice cream or whatever, chocolate or vanilla. I mean, she used to usually get pretty plain stuff. And so when they brought the ice cream out tonight, and it had like little slivers of strawberries on it and like caramel sauce, like my mom would have loved that. And I was telling Alex, I said, oh my God, my mom, like this would have been like such a delight for her, you know? Because I was actually going to get this like peach dessert, but it was like a peach tart or something like that like came with like a scoop of like vanilla ice cream on it. But I was like, I think I just want ice cream. So anyway, I was telling him that when I was a little kid, I went through this phase. I must have been like 10 or 12 or something like that, but I went through this phase, and my mom and I, like literally every single night, it was like one whole summer, I think, we would make milkshakes in the blender. And I would like put all different kinds of ice cream in it, and then I would put instant coffee. I don't know why I used to put instant coffee in there, but like chocolate syrup. Do you guys remember those Hershey cans that you would get, like the Hershey sauce, and you would like, you know, put the dent on either side of the can and then pour it in there? We would do that. And then you would like actually put the, not in the microwave, but you put the can like in a pot on the stove with water, and then you would heat, that's how you would heat up the chocolate sauce. Do you guys remember that? You would actually put the can in the pot on the stove, or the pan on the stove, and that's how you would have like hot fudge sundae. And I said my mom and I used to make, I think she called them tin roof sundaes. Somebody out there please educate me on what a tin roof sundae is. But my mom would make these sundaes, and it would be basically just vanilla ice cream. But because I said to Alex, I said we should like get all the fixings and make ice cream sundaes when we get home. And he was like, except that I don't like a bunch of stuff in my ice cream. So he was like, it would just be you enjoying this, you know, ride down memory lane. I go, okay. I go, you wouldn't like, you don't like chocolate sauce, right? He doesn't. Alex is not a big chocolate fan. He'll do tiramisu, but like that's like the only thing. He's not like a super big chocolate fan. And so I said, well, you wouldn't do like chocolate syrup or anything. He's like, no. He's like, look at my ice cream. I have like nothing on it, because he didn't have the caramel sauce or anything. I go, okay, yeah. But my mom used to do like ice cream sundaes, and I feel like she would put like a scoop of vanilla and a scoop of chocolate, and then she would put like hot like fudge on it, like from, you know, the can that we would like warm up on the stove. And then she would put hot fudge on it, and then she would put like the Spanish peanuts or like the salted peanuts. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? She would put those on there as well. And for some reason, I feel like she called it a tin roof sundae. I should look that up and see what a tin roof sundae is, because in all honesty, I have no idea. Tin roof, let's see if it pulls up. Sundae ice cream. It's giving me brands. Is a soda fountain classic. Okay, here it is. This is from a Timeless Baker. The Tin Roof Sundae is a soda fountain classic. Vanilla ice cream, hot fudge sauce, chocolate ice cream, marshmallow sauce, and I don't remember my mom putting marshmallow sauce on it, but maybe. And a sprinkling of salty peanuts. Topped with whipped cream, yes, she did that, and a cherry to create, cherries, yes, of course, to create the ultimate nostalgic ice cream sundae. The Tin Roof Sundae originated here in the Midwest in Potter, Nebraska. The nostalgic ice cream sundae was an invention of the Potter Drug Company, now the Potter Sundry, which opened in 1916 as a pharmacy and sundry. I spoke with the current owner of the Potter, Missy, who informed me the Tin Roof Sundae, as first served in the early 1930s, the sound of the peanuts falling on a plate of the sundae reminded the creator of rain and hail on the building's tin roof, which is still intact today with just a few improvements, to say the least. According to Missy, the original Tin Roof Sundae had 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce, a scoop of chocolate ice cream, and marshmallow sauce. The original version is still served the same way at the Potter Sundry today. The version of the Tin Roof Sundae still served at the Potter Sundry in Nebraska features the classic vanilla ice cream base topped with rich and decadent hot fudge, and then an additional scoop of chocolate ice cream with marshmallow sauce goes on next, followed by peanuts. That is so interesting. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know there was I just thought it had been around forever, and actually has the recipe and everything on here. Not like I'm gonna forget the recipe. I mean, 2 scoops of vanilla, 1 scoop of chocolate, marshmallow, which I can't eat because it has gelatin in it, but peanuts and a cherry on top and hot fudge. That's pretty easy. But my mom used to make those when I was a kid, and I don't know. I just kind of was going down memory lane today. I was thinking a lot about my mom. You know, I did that video the other day about turning 51, and my mom got sober when she was 51, and I like look back on that and I think, like, my mom was, like, she still seems so young to me at 51. And then I was thinking tonight about, I feel like it was like my mom's, like, I can't remember what reunion it would have been, but it was when I was like in junior high. So if she was like 40 at the time and she graduated when she was 18, it would have been like maybe her like 25th high school reunion or 20th high school reunion or something like that. But anyway, 18, 28, 28 to 38. Yeah, I bet that was her 20-year high school reunion because she had me when she was 28, which means if she was 38, it would have been her 20-year, and I would have been 10 years old. So that would have been about right. And I can even remember what my mom wore and everything. She wore these little cute red shorts and this like white shirt that she bought at this store called Pappagallo's in Indianapolis, and she had this little pen that she was real excited about that had like a cityscape on it. And she was real excited, and she got her hair done and all this kind of stuff, and she was really excited. She had such a good time. I remember her talking about going to her 20-year high school reunion. She had such a blast and seeing all these people from her past and stuff like that, you know. I don't know why I was thinking about that tonight. I think I was just thinking about like ages, you know, and aging and getting older. And my mom at 51, I can remember like, you know, because she got sober at 51 and a half, and I can remember like going over to her house, and my roommate and I used to like rollerblade around the neighborhood, and then we would go swimming with my mom, like night swimming. There were actually some people up here night swimming tonight, and which I didn't think you could do, because if I knew that you could night swim here, I would have, trust me, every single night, because I love to night swim. But my mom, we would go night swimming, and then we would go back to her house, and we would like drink coffee and just sit around and talk and stuff like that. And I remember my mom like still seeming so young back then, you know. And so I guess to some degree 51 is still young. I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of living left to do and a lot of things I want to still achieve. My things are small though. Like I don't have like huge bucket list things. Like I have like start a series, or, you know, like a book series or something like that, you know. Like I don't have tons of things. My neighbor across the street today, he texted me, he's so nice. He was like, I really miss seeing you on the front porch. And his wife is watering my plants while we're gone. But he was like, oh, she hasn't had to water your plants because there's been like bad weather, like thunderstorms and stuff. And he said, so she checked and they're completely fine and everything. But wasn't that so nice that he checked in on me? And he was like, we really miss you sitting there on the front porch and seeing you every day. I was like, oh, I miss you too. So anyway, I thought that was really sweet. But anyway, all right, you guys. Well, I'm going to get off here now. I know this is a little shorter, but I'm going to get off here so I can start rendering this, and Alex and I can figure out how we're going to watch Sing 2, or if we're going to watch Sing 2. And yeah, so I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Saturday and a fantastic, wonderful, amazing weekend. And the best weekend in the world. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face. You might be making their day. You might be changing their day for the better, and you might be just cheering them up. You don't know. And also, be kinder to one another. Love one another a little bit more. And most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more, because like I always say, it all starts with you, right? And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, and for those that need to hear it, and those that want to hear it, and those that want to hear it, and those that need to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around, one more I love you. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, Lena.